lot of people don't know, but they actually just made binge eating disorder an actual eating disorder, and it's like instead of getting your sadness out by cutting and stuff, you just eat a lot of food and stuff, and it's like hard to stop yourself and to the point where you get sick. But I mean, I never made myself throw up, but a lot of people do, so I think that a lot of kids like face it, and even if they don't like realize it, but yeah.
So what do you guys think when you see someone who's really, really skinny?
They might see themselves in a distorted way.
Okay, when I see someone that's like really skinny and the bones are popping out and it's really unattractive, but if they're just in good shape and look like an athlete, or just I can tell that they're healthy, I am envious of them.
I mean, I try not to like judge them because I don't know, that just like might be their body type, you know, but like there's sometimes when you can tell that they probably like have an eating disorder.
Sometimes I feel bad and I want to walk over and just like give them some of my food. I'm like, you need to eat this. Like, honestly, like I'm always like, how can someone get that small? It's kind of sad. It makes you feel bad.
I try not to think automatically that they have an eating disorder, but that thought always goes into my mind, I guess.
How do you think we can help people with eating disorders?
Probably just like telling people like that they're awesome the way they are, and that like people need to start lifting others up instead of bringing them down and using fat and as like a name calling a lot.
I think that we just really need to like support them. Like I've had a lot of some of my really closest friends with that have eating disorders, and you just really have to be there for them and support them and make them like feel good about themselves, because obviously they have some issues with self-image.
I don't know, because the problem has gone so far that the image of beauty is like really skinny, and it's kind of hard to change that. But if we could, we should change what people think is beautiful.
Maybe if the media showed real pictures of everyone else, that they would feel like their body's normal, and it's not like they have to like change to be like that.
If there was more counseling, maybe like for schools, and people are more open to helping people.
I guess just like kind of spread it around more and just tell people that a little meat on somebody isn't unattractive.
Don't say things behind people's backs. Don't judge people because of the way they look, because you never know the effect that your words could have on someone.
What do you think are some signs that people have an eating disorder, or that somebody does?
If they're not eating at lunch, or trying to like just kind of be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm too fat for that, or like if they're going in the bathroom for long periods of time.
If they're your friends and you notice that they're not eating lunch when you are, then that's one sign, and also if they're just really skinny, that's another sign.
Probably that they're not like, they won't eat lunch with you, or like they'll skip out on meals and stuff.
Really, really, really skinny. If they came back from summer and they were tiny, that's obviously not healthy.
If they're tired, or if they just get like really skinny really fast, or even if they gain weight, because I know that like when you have like an eating disorder, like your body goes into like panic mode, so it like gains a lot of weight.
How should people with eating disorders seek help?
I think going to your best friends first. You know, you really do need to tell your parents about it, because they can get you the real help that you need.
Maybe if there was a website, like something like Formspring, but like a counseling.
Maybe go on a website. I don't know. That one's hard.
What is your website called?
It's goodbyeed.tumblr.com.
And what is it about?
It's a blog about eating disorders. We try and help out girls who need help, who have eating disorders, and we try to spread the word that skinny is not beautiful, but healthy is beautiful. You don't need to stop eating, you don't need to purge, you don't need to do anything other than just be yourself.
You were anorexic before, right?
Yes, I was in 8th grade.
Do you know what triggered that?
A lot of girls just told me, like, would look at me and they would talk behind my back and they would say things like, wow, she's so huge, like, wow, I can't believe she looks like that. And then in 6th and 7th grade, boys would call me fat all the time, and it really got to me, even though I wasn't.
How exactly did you recover from that? Like, how do you make sure that you don't relapse?
You have to make sure that you like the way you look, because that's the biggest part of it. And if you like the way you look, then you're less likely to relapse. And it's an everyday struggle. You have to make sure that you're not skipping meals. You have to make sure that you're hydrated, and it's a struggle every day, but it gets easier. So on Tumblr, there's this thing called Thinspiration.
They'll like take pictures of like really skinny people and like put text over it and be like, isn't this how you want to look?
I saw that and I was like, this is ridiculous. Katie, one of my really good friends, saw the post and she wrote one of her own. She was like, do you want to start a blog to like fight back against Thinspiration? And we had Evelyn also, because we needed, all three of us had like been through different types of eating disorders, so we could cover all sides of it. We post like exercise plans, but at the same time we don't want to encourage people to exercise too much or to eat like too healthy, because I mean that's obviously not good either. And we encourage loving yourself and taking care of yourself.
Hey y'all, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I sure hope it helped.
I know a girl